Mark 6:48. Now about the fourth watch of the night he came to them, walking on the sea, and would have passed them by. It was a dark and stormy night. Many stories and movies start with this old cliche, but the disciples were literally in this exact scenario, struggling to make the other side of the Sea of Galilee, while battling the fierce winds which had whipped the Sea of Galilee into a frenzied maelstrom. In this, I am certain more than one of the disciples was wondering where Jesus was at, especially since he was the one who had sent the disciples away in the growing darkness of the evening. Everything seemed lost, and God seemed far away. Like the disciples, I too have experienced times in my life when I felt like God was far and distant. Like the disciples, the struggles I am facing are coming while following the leading of God's call and direction in my life. Like the disciples, I'm left wondering, Jesus, where are you? But this story reflects something marvelous about how God works in our lives. As Jesus came walking on the sea, Mark tells us that he was about to pass by the disciples. Seeing this figure emerge out of a shroud of darkness and fearing the apparition they saw was a malevolent spirit, the disciples cried out in fear. Then, instead of passing by as he had intended, Jesus turns to them to offer his comfort. Little did the disciples realize what an opportunity they had lost. Two other times in the Bible, God passed by his servants, revealing what I believe he planned to reveal to his disciples on that lake. The first time, Moses asked God to show him who he really was. Sheltered in the cleft of the rock, God passed by, revealing his glory to Moses. The second time it was Elijah. Discouraged to the point of death, God passed him by, revealing in his still small voice the glory of who he is as universal sovereign. Now, my trials and struggles have not evaporated into the veil of the night, but I am learning when it looks like God is going to pass me by, let him. As God reveals himself, I soon forget what I thought was a problem and glorify my Creator. As we begin 2023, I want to encourage you to let God pass you by too. You will be amazed at what he shows you. Maranatha!